all seen the Tata Nano before, but have you seen a Nano with a green number plate? Yes, you got that right. This is an electric version of the Nano. It's called the Neo. Lot of speculation over the last few years if Tata is working on an electric version of the Nano. Well, this car gives you an indication of what the Nano EV could have been or what it still can be possibly in the future.
The Jayem Neo EV was born out of a tie-up between Tata Motors and Coimbatore-based Jayem Auto, also the creator of cars like the Tiago and Tigor JTP, which were the performance-oriented versions of the brand's two most affordable cars. The Neo EV was essentially made for fleet buyers, more specifically Ola, which then shelved the plan of using the EV for its business. At first glance, it does seem like an electric version of the Nano, but look closely and there's no sign of any Tata or for that matter Nano branding on the car. The charging port is located under the hood and this car is based on the Nano Twist that came with power steering. I had fond memories of driving that one and couldn't wait to hit the roads in this one.
The Neo EV runs on a 17.2 kilowatt-hour battery that is roughly the same as the one seen on the MG Comet we drove recently. It works with a 48-volt architecture. There was also a souped-up version of the car that was made, but we are driving the standard one which comes with a 48-volt architecture. Now the power and torque figures are not really high when you see it on paper, but then you see the purpose for which this car is made. So you're driving it in the city and it gives you decent acceleration. It's not a car for the enthusiasts. It doesn't pick up really fast, but it is decent when you look at the demands of a city commute. I'm sure you all want to know what is the range of this Neo EV, and the ARAI certified number actually crosses 200 kilometers, around 209 kilometers. And even in real world, you get around 140-150 kilometers on a single charge, which isn't bad if you're looking at this car strictly as a tool to commute from A to B in your city usage. There's also a sport mode here apart from the regular drive mode, which of course will take down the range some bit, but will add to the drive experience of the vehicle. You'll get a slightly faster pickup when you engage this car in the sport mode.
Talking about top speed, the car reaches around 60 km per hour in drive mode and 75 km per hour in sport mode, which by the way is engaged by shifting this Nano gear lever in manual mode.
And how I've missed driving the Tata Nano. It's been a long time since I last drove one. This tall boy design, this clear view of the road, this really low turning radius, all these things really contribute to a drive that is much easier in this chaos of the city.
The electric power steering sure does its job well and helps in maneuvering the car easily owing to the 4-meter turning radius.
The ride too is quite decent. It runs on 12-inch wheels. I'm not really complaining on that front because we've driven the Nano before. And this car is not too different. In fact, it's slightly better because of this whole battery architecture that this car now has. So more weight on the front has resulted in an even better ride quality on this electric version of the Nano.
You get hill hold, drum brakes at both ends, while there are no airbags on offer in the car.
It gives you both charging options. Slow charge, fast charge. A DC fast charger will do 10 to 80% in less than an hour, around 45 minutes. And then of course you can do the AC charger as well using a 3.3 kilowatt AC charger. This car will go from 0 to 100% in around 5 hours, which isn't bad at all looking at the competition.
A fleet of around 150 such cars is now in possession of Gurugram-based Do Real Motors. The car is being sold as a pre-owned vehicle to private buyers as well for approximately 5 lakh rupees.
So we have 160 of these vehicles here in Delhi NCR, and for Pan India also we can provide with the NOC, and it can be registered in any state RTO.
This is the Tata Nano Twist. We have retrofitted it with a 72 volt base and with a 64 horsepower motor. This is 24, this is 64. So there is a huge difference between the motors what we have put. This might be what we see it in the future, and this is the working model, perfectly working, perfectly performing. So let's see what's there.
We do hope that Tata Motors launches another small EV in the market that is more affordable than even the Tiago EV. For now, the Jayem Neo is the closest way to experience what the Nano EV could have been.